I cannot overstate this enough. Most of the crime in cities is done by repeat criminals who we just let out on cashless bail. And judges coddle, usually because of some protected class. Oh, it's systemic oppression. Oh, the 19-year-old black kid who murdered 3 people. We have to really worry about them. No, you have to lock them in jail for the rest of their life. This is why we have such high crime. The average murderer in Washington, D.C., so the average murderer in D.C., how many times do you think he was arrested before he murdered somebody? 11 times. 11 times. 11 times. So a murderer in D.C. on average is arrested 11 times. After the first or second offense, they should just be locked up in jail. You are inconsistent and incompatible with society. You can go have fun in some jail for 40 years. That would make America an infinitely safer country. We got to get rid of cashless bail. We got to get rid of this repeat offender thing. And for anybody that wants to push the prison reform thing, and mind you, I used to push some of it, and I look back, I'm like, boy, that was a mistake. It's not just murder. In New York City, 1/3 of shoplifting arrests are just 300 people arrested more than 6,000 times total. This is J.B. Pritzker, who's out on a lake, on Lake Michigan, saying everything is fine. First of all, someone should do a buoyancy check on that boat. Oof. But this is 286, J.B. Pritzker. Oh, he's walking on the lake? Oh, I thought he was on a boat. I haven't watched this yet. He's walking near the lake. Got it. He's waddling near the lake is what it should say. Play cut 286.
Well, here I am on the path on the lakefront at 6 a.m. on a Monday. And we got a lot of people running, having a great time. It doesn't feel like a hellhole here. In fact, everybody's having a great time and enjoying themselves. So I don't know who in Washington thinks that Chicago is some sort of hellhole, but you may need to look inward.
Okay, first of all, you're totally out of breath. You've taken like 10 steps. So take it easy, pal. I can't, I don't know, everything's great. How about this? Secondly, Mr. Pritzker, I know exactly where you are. Let's get a still up that video up on there. I know exactly where you are. Why don't you do me a favor, Mr. J.B. Pritzker? Why don't you go 1.5 miles west? Just for fun. Why don't you go 1.5 miles west without security at 1 a.m.? Because I know exactly where you are. You're right there south of Soldier. Yep, I know exactly where you are. You're right on Lakeshore Drive at 6 a.m., where all the youths have already gone to sleep. Why don't you go 1.5 miles west, no security, and film it for me, pal, and see if you're able to waddle away from the teenagers that try to jump you and murder you? Come on, JB, let's do it. I'm going to call your bluff. And then we'll really hear you. You really be able to barely breathe as you go for a walk at 6 a.m. on the lakefront of Chicago. No, go 1.5 miles west. How about this? I'll make it easy for you. Why don't you go near Comiskey Park? It's actually safer than it used to be, like a little bit. No security, no firearm. How about this? Why don't you go to the Pilsen neighborhood? Oh, that's a real gem. Interesting. You pick the lakefront to go do your video. You see, JB, you're trying to propagandize all the non-Chicagoans out there. We smell your BS from 1 mile away. Well, the lakefront is really nice. And as you can see, everyone here is jogging and running and having a nice time. It's pathetic. Let's pick another neighborhood. Why don't you go a little bit here? Why don't you go, I'm just going to say, oh, yeah, how about this one? How about East Garfield Park? How about that one? That's a gem of a neighborhood. Or Lawndale. Why don't you go right near Simeon High School? I'll give you 50 options, J.B. Pritzker. Why don't you go do your selfie video? In August, a lot of people are going to be hanging outside and be like, I don't know why anyone thinks this is a hellhole here. And given your remarkable diameter, you won't be quite safe from the crossfire of shooting. Just won't. You see, for non-Chicagoans, they're like, wow, that looks so peaceful. That looks so nice. That is such a wonderful place. And look, Chicago has great bones. It should be America's greatest city. But even with their murder averages, it's still above the national average. Man, this is a great fight for President Trump to pick. First, D.C., we're able to have this beautiful test case, 12 days out of murder. I'm telling you right now, if Chicago goes 48 hours without a murder, I will be stunned. Here's a challenge for you, J.B. Pritzker. Can they go a weekend without a murder? Can they? Can they go? I mean, every 20 hours, someone is murdered in Chicago. Someone's shot every 4 hours.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.